So it was not Zinfandel. But similar region, I'll be honest, not even on my radar to do Syrah from Paso. So thank goodness for tasting this before any sort of exams. So Eberle is pretty cool. They brought Syrah to the Central Coast, kind of one of the Rhone Rangers early on, right? So founded in 82. I should have gotten a little more blue fruit. I should have gotten a little more chocolate espresso, gamey, leathery, tannin, things like that. So I'm excited to taste this again and see what I come up with, because I didn't get all the things that I should have gotten, because if I had, maybe Syrah would have taken me in the right place. Probably would have still been confused because, clearly I didn't have California Syrah on my radar, and it didn't really have the that kind of mentholated Shiraz kind of Syrah, and it definitely wasn't Old World. So that could have confused me either way. So I'm not, picking something ripe and fruity and Zinfandel-like from that same area. It's not the end of the world. The acidity was a little bit more raised than I should have gone with Zinfandel. Body, a little more tannins than probably could have been. Alcohol, I think I called medium plus 14.2. So definitely New World on that. Yeah, all right. So that's all there is to say about not getting Paso Syrah instead of Zinfandel from Dry Creek. All right, so let's do whites. This beautiful white, let's see, in the light is, it is yellow, pale yellow. There is a little bit of, it's medium concentration. There's a little kind of coppery tinge to it that is kind of interesting. No rim variation, no sediment, no gas. Medium, it's kind of sheeting, so medium minus viscosity. And no sediment, no gas. Settle that. Moving to the nose. So medium concentration, medium intensity on the nose. It's pretty apple pear, ripe to underripe apple pear. White flowers. There is a little bit of kind of rocky sandy minerality. I said white flowers. There's a little herbal crispness to it. There is something oak vanilla spice to this as well. Honestly, it smells a little bit corky. Not bad, but maybe a little bit oxidized. Yeah, so color-wise, flavor things, a little oxidation, a little bit of either age or kind of bruised apple-y character to it. That's sort of fascinating. So, bruised apple-y character, a little bit of oxidation, apple pear, a little bit of oak. This is all kind of interesting. Let's move to the nose. Move to the palate. So, yeah, there's some pretty good acidity to this. Dry wine, apples, pears. That apple is flesh, bruised. It's a weird, I think there's definitely age to this wine because there's a weird tartness and then bruising. So we've kind of skipped a whole step, but it's definitely got a bruised apple-y character. Fruit, magnolia, white petals, white flowers. There is a minerality, limestoney kind of chalky feel to the palate. I think there is some oak on this wine. It is not a big bruiser of a New World oak feel to it, but there's definitely some oak character and some spice on this. So structure-wise, this is a medium plus bodied white wine with medium plus acidity, medium to medium minus alcohol. Not really phenolic bitterness here, but there is a little structural element that I think is attributed to some oak aging. The kind of bruisey apple and oxidative character that was on the nose, I think contributes to a little bit of age with this wine. I'm going to go 3 to 5 years, and I think that we're dealing with cool climate French wine, Chardonnay from the Côte de Beaune, or perhaps even a Marsanne-Roussanne Rhone blend of some sort. There is that bruisey oxidative kind of character here. I don't think the aromatics are quite enough for that. So I think this is a French wine from Burgundy, from the Côte de Beaune, from Saint-Aubin, or yeah, I think that's right, Saint-Aubin, Chardonnay, 2015. Yeah. So 2015 Chardonnay from Saint-Aubin, from that's not in the Côte de Beaune. From Chauchon-Montpressé. Maybe I'm getting my regions wrong, and that's entirely possible because from Burgundy, from France. Okay, so that was not super great, but here we go with what I think is a Chardonnay, and what I think has some oxidation, has some age on it, has a little bit of that color. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right, so a little more focus and a little more study.